They're very physical, and they're just, honestly, if I didn't know any better, I wouldn't know they were rookies.
You guys don't have your offensive and defensive captains returning this year. A couple guys mentioned your name when they talked about leadership. Are you trying to take over extra responsibility or be a leader for this team?
I mean, if I'm put into that position, great, but I'm not making it a priority. I'm just trying to win games. So however I can do that, I'm tired of losing, honestly, what it comes down to. I hate losing. I hate losing more than I like winning. So I'm just trying to help this team win. And if they view me as a captain, great. But I'm just trying to do everything I can to help this organization win.
Jonathan, over here. How are you feeling going into your third year, health-wise and maturity-wise, as far as the playbook? How do you feel? You're more comfortable? Are you more comfortable now versus when you came in year one? Do you feel yourself as the wily vet? Just assess yourself in year three.
I wouldn't say I'm like a wily vet. I definitely feel confident. When you go into your third year, you pretty much have an understanding of the playbook, and that's when you can expand your understanding to the DBs and the linebackers, and you really get a feel for the whole scheme. And really going into your third year, for me personally, since I know the plays, I can just focus on just playing faster, more aggressive, more confident. So camp's been going good. I feel healthy, and I'm ready to play some ball.
Coming in and taking over that mic role, calling the signals. How's the communication going? And then also that kind of extends to Landon on the back end. What has he brought from the communicative standpoint of things?
It's been good so far. I mean, you never really know until you get into that true home game, because that's when the crowd's really a big factor. The crowd's not a factor right now. So for the most part, up until the point, the communication's been great, but it's day five of camp, day 6 of camp, so we're definitely nowhere near where we need to be. And I mean, we're not worried about anything except this practice. So I got to go back, look at the film, see how we did. But from the field, from what I could see, it looked like we did a pretty okay job of it.
Sunday, you guys didn't have a great day. What were you focusing on today, and how do you think, obviously without watching the tape, how do you think you did correcting those things?
As a defense, I feel like we did a lot better. Really, I just feel like as a defense, we should come out here and try to correct the little mistakes we did. When it comes to giving up plays on defense, it's never big plays that affects you. It's always doing the little things right, not communicating or a lack of communication, not running to the ball, guys not playing blocks the right way, fitting off each other right. So we just try to focus on the little things, what we can do to help, because we feel like if you do the little things right, the big things will take care of themselves.
Chip in the back. Jonathan back here. Coming off the off day, what did you spend the off day doing yesterday? I'm curious because I talked to Chris. He said he was playing his video game, says you're actually a bigger gamer than he's ever known.
So I actually didn't play games. I slept until about noon. Then I woke up, squatted heavy, worked out, came back, slept until dinner, ate dinner, and slept some more. Get ready for practice.
Rainbow Six Siege?
Nah, not today.
But why? What is that like for you as an off-season activity? For a lot of NFL players, they really have picked that up as something to kind of let loose a little bit. Chris told me it's just a way to get that competitive edge out. Is that something you see it as well while you're streaming too?
100% is where I get my fix. I mean, I always got to be competing no matter what it is. So, I mean, if it's not competitive or something I can compete in, I don't really find it enjoyable.
John, you said doing the little things in practice is what ultimately leads to success later on. Do you guys on the defensive line and as a defense overall, do you guys feel like you've been getting good work? I know the offensive line has been kind of rotating different guys around. Do you guys feel like you've been getting good work so far in training camp with some of the moving parts?
Well, 100%. You know, as a defensive line, it doesn't really matter who we go against. Obviously, I mean, most Trent's not here. Some of the starters aren't here where they're rotating a lot, but at the same time, it's about what we do. And I genuinely feel that. I mean, going back to college, Coach Saban used to always say, it's not about the other team, it's about what we do. So to me, it doesn't matter who I line up against. I'm going to try to do the same thing, play with the same aggression, same physicality, and I'm going to get my work in regardless.
Do you feel like the vibe is a little bit different? Like the music's not playing during practice before today, no fights, like things have been pretty chilled, drama-free?
It's camp. It wouldn't be camp if we didn't have some fights. I mean, I know people might not like to hear it, but it's football. It's physical. It's a nasty game. There's nothing nice about whooping someone's ass. So, I mean, it is what it is. It's football.
John, I'm not sure what your vantage point is before practice, but we caught Jay Gruden working on his swim moves today. Wondering how you think he would fit in that D-line room.
Yeah, he won it. He's a quarterback. I don't get what he does. He doesn't get what I do. We're just two different. We're in two different worlds here.
And then Jonathan over here. So Morgan Moses said yesterday about how this group is the most excitement around it since he's been in Washington. So, I mean, how do you feel about this team and what makes them unique?
I just feel like we have a bunch of guys who just want to win. I mean, I was a Redskins fan before I was a Redskins player, and the last time we won, I think, was RG3. That's the last time we've been in the playoffs, I think. I'm not even sure. Was that like 6 years ago, 7 years ago? So that sucks. That really fucking sucks. So we're just trying to win. honestly. If it's not about that, there's really no point in not talking about it. We're all just trying to win, and we're desperate to win. And honestly, if we don't win, it doesn't really matter about stats. Personally, I really don't care about that.
Anything else? Thanks, John.
Appreciate it.